Charles's phone rang. Looking at it, he knew instantly it was John. "Hello, sir," as he picked it. "Hello, Charles. Can you meet me tonight at the Royal Hotel? I will not be in the office today. I have so much to do outside town. I will be back early to meet with you there at 18:30. "Okay, sir," he said and replaced the cradle. Looking up, he caught the sight of Maggie eavesdropping on him from her table. He does not know what happened, but the heat between them disappeared like smoke and they both knew it was over. Charles had a very rough night. He got up violently from a nightmare. He found himself in the midst of the curb which he struggled so hard to free himself from, but rather it increases as he struggled to get free. Eventually, he found himself before a giant snake that was about to swallow him when he violently woke to see Becky looking at him alarmed. "What was it?" she asked. Immediately he opened his eyes. "Nothing," he said, trying to sound normal, but he knew something was not right. "How can you say nothing, when you were struggling and shouting in your sleep?" she lashed out. "I said there is nothing," he said as he got up and headed for the bathroom. "I think we need to pray together. Something is not just right. I have been feeling strange lately," she said as she set his breakfast on the table. "You can pray. I don't think I have much time right now," he said and picked up his briefcase. "What about your breakfast?" she asked as he stormed out of the house. "I am not hungry, thanks," he said and closed the door behind him. He knew Becky was right. Something was wrong somewhere, and from the dream he had, it would be completely difficult to escape the web he'd put himself into. Maggie was in the office before him and looking at her. He knew the infatuation was over. "I am sorry about yesterday," she quickly apologized. "I am also sorry," he said and went to his table without a word, trying to concentrate on the meaning of the dream but could not get his hands on any possible answer. Becky called shortly after he got to the office to ask if he was okay and he replied in the affirmative, surprised by the sudden change in his wife, just when his own life was spinning out of control. Lunchtime came and Maggie did not give him cookies as usual, but rather excused herself to have her lunch in the cafeteria. Maggie was also having her own battles. Since she left Roland, she had not had any kind of relationship. She had been hopeful that things would be sorted between them, but after the finalization of the divorce, her hope began to slip away, replaced with loneliness and guilt. She wished she had confided in Roland and had told him the truth. He would have given her protection from John and what happened would not have happened. She felt horrible after her sexual escapade the previous night. She wondered what John was up to concerning Charles. She felt guilty and pity for him as much as she felt for herself. She was not surprised that he was quiet and all to himself all through the day. She suddenly felt like just taking off to just nowhere, somewhere far from John and all the mess she found herself. Will she ever live a normal life again? She thought, taking her sit at the corner of the cafeteria.